Once again, Oklahoma finds itself in the midst of a drought. This is a common occurrence in the southern Great Plains, and obviously it affects people negatively, from limited water to forage availability for livestock, but it also affects wildlife. The few ways that wildlife are impacted, one is a lot of ponds are dry or low, and they have been for quite some time. So waterfowl don't have a lot of food or loafing areas, and so a lot of them are just migrating right through and going straight to the Texas coast this year. But also things like resident birds and mammals like cottontail rabbits, white-tailed deer, bobwhite, pheasant. These species don't have a lot of cover this year. A lot of pastures were grazed heavily because there just wasn't a lot of grass growth. So pastures like this that actually still have cover are tremendously important in these drought years because a lot of areas just can't support wildlife, and there's also food resources out here. So as you're thinking in the future about drought planning, it's really important for wildlife considerations to try to leave some residual cover, have some areas that are as lightly grazed as possible, and just basically have a drought mitigation plan in place that not only is accommodating livestock and human needs, but also wildlife needs to the degree possible. During these drought periods, obviously wildlife are really stressed. They don't have a lot of cover, they don't have a lot of food. In some cases, they're trying to find water. And so that can put them in conflict with people, where you might have rodents coming into your garage, or you might have a lot of white-tailed deer on limited wheat fields that are available. So these wildlife damage issues are difficult to resolve. If you need some help, contact the wildlife department or wildlife services with USDA, and they might be able to offer some technical assistance to you. But long term, the solution is just to try to provide as much wildlife habitat, even during the drought periods, as possible. So the more cover, food, and water that we can provide on the landscape, the less wildlife damage and conflict we're going to have with people.